Hey my penguins, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing really great. So in today's video I'm gonna share with you all this soft pink smoky eye look which you can easily create. So I hope you're gonna like this video. So without any further ado, let's start. So I've already moisturized my face and lips well, and now I'm gonna start with the makeup. First I'm gonna use the Lakme Absolute Glow Perfect Primer. It really helps to smoothen out my pores and gives me an instant brightness, which I really love. So I'm gonna apply it on the usual areas, the T-zone, because I'm not gonna use it all over my face, as it's a silicone based primer and it makes my skin a bit dry, and currently I'm really having some dry patches. Now I'm gonna use the Maybelline Master Strobing Cream in the shade Nude, and I'm gonna use it on the high points of my face, and I'll blend it out using a wet sponge and just dabbing it all over it. And I'm not gonna use it all over my face. I'm just applying it on the high points. It really gives a subtle glow, so if you don't like to use the blinding highlighters, you can definitely go for this one. I mostly love to use it on a daily basis whenever I don't apply a makeup. It really gives me that glow from within look. So you can check it out right now, how beautiful the highlighter is. So after that I used the Nykaa Skin Genius foundation in the shade Warm Sand and the Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Medium Tawny, but unfortunately the clip got deleted. I don't know how, so sorry you guys, please don't mind. Next up I used the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade 20, and I applied it on the areas wherever I applied the concealer to set it well, and I lightly dust it off all over my face also. It's a beautiful powder, you guys. You should definitely give it a try, and I think most of you already own it. So it's a very finely milled and also pigmented powder. You don't need to apply makeup, you just can apply this powder all over your face, and you will get the much needed coverage. Now to contour, blush and highlight my face, I'm gonna use the Sugar Contour de Force palette in the shade Subtle Summit, and I'm using the contouring shade from the palette, and using a fluffy brush I'm gonna lightly contour the hollows of my cheeks, as I already have a sharp face and I already have a sharp jawline, so I don't like those really sharp contours. So I'm just gonna lightly contour my face. Here I pinched the brush a little bit to give it a little bit precision, and I'm contouring the usual areas like the temples and the cheekbones and the nose as well. I don't go for that Instagram kind of contouring. I really like the natural look. So if you like those sharp contours, you can use a liquid contour as well, but I always use a powder one because it does the work for me. So I'm just cutting out my jawline again, because as you can see I have a little bit double chin problem, so I'm trying to hide it as much as I can. Now dusting off the excess contour powder from the brush, I'm going to use the same brush to apply blush as well, because why not, it does the work quite well. So I'm applying the blush on the apples of my cheeks, and applying a little bit more because I'm a blush kind of girl. I don't like contouring much. I always prefer applying blush a little bit more. It gives a nice fresh look to my face. Now for the highlighter, I used the same highlighter from the palette and applied on the high points of my face, and you can see how subtle and beautiful glow it gives to your face. You can make it blinding if you want, but I like to use it a little bit in a subtle way because it looks more natural. Now before starting of the eye makeup, I'm gonna apply a little bit more powder under my eyes to catch the fallouts. So I'm using the same loose powder and applying it with a wet sponge in a thick way. So for eyeshadow, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Neutrals versus Neutrals palette, and I'm taking the light peachy shade from the pan as my transition shade, and I'm using a fluffy blending brush. It's from Proarte. I'll mention all the details of the brush in the description box, so you should check it out. So I'm applying it in the crease area as my transition color, and using the windshield wiper motion and also the circular motion to blend it well. Blend it nicely and take your time to blend it well, because blending is the key in eye makeup, as you already know. So I'm also applying it on the lower lash line just to give it a uniform and total neat look. So blend it well, you guys. Using the same, doing the same on the other eyes as well. Just back and forth, and blend it till your hand falls off. Now taking these two dark pink shades, I'm gonna deepen up my crease a little bit, and I'm using a light dome shaped blending brush. It's also from Proarte. Proarte really makes some amazing brushes. You should all give it a try if you are looking for a good brush range. Pack brushes, I also love it, but these are more affordable than the pack brushes, so I prefer them more. So now, as you can see, I'm deepening up my crease again using the brush, and I'm also applying it on the lower lash line and blending it well. Now using the brown shade from the pan, I'm using the same brush. I'll just take a little bit of it and deepen up the outer corner of my eyes a bit, and I'm just dabbing it, not taking it much further, just patting the brush with it and lightly wiggling it to blend it a bit, so that it doesn't leave any harsh edges. So you can see I'm just building it up a little by little. There's no rush, just take your time and build up the color. Just add little by little, don't add too much at once, cause it will be really hard to blend. And I'm also taking the same brown shade and applying it in my lower lash line to give it a smoky look. Doing the same thing on the other eyes as well, just patting the brush with the brown shade and deepening up the outer V. Just take little by little and pat with your brush and deepen up your outer corner and give it a smoky look. It will look really nice, and it's a little bit different than the usual golden smoky eyes. I am quite tired using the same golden and black smoky eye, so it's a little bit more experimental. You can use any color of your choice. Just do whatever you wanna do with your makeup. It's completely your personal choice. There is no restrictions. Now taking a dark plummy black shade from the palette on a pencil brush, I'm gonna further deepen up the outer corners of my eyes. Here I'm applying a lot less pressure so that it doesn't look like those panda eyes. We don't wanna make it that way. Just taking a little color, I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line as well and my outer corners of the eyes, just to connect them both and give a rounded effect. Smoke out little by little, taking very less color. I didn't take much color on the brush because it will be really hard to control the intensity, so just take little and apply it and smoke out. Now taking the Mauvy shade from the palette on my pinky finger, I'm gonna apply it on my lid. For this shimmery shade, your finger works very well than brush. Just press the color and drag it down. As you can see in the video, I'm just pressing the color and dragging a little bit. Don't drag too much, otherwise the color will come off from your eyes. And apply little by little and build up the intensity. And this time I'm also blending the edges between the dark shade and the shimmery shade. Now taking the soft pink shade from the palette on a pencil brush, I'm gonna apply it on the inner corners of my eyes to brighten up a little bit more. And I'm also gonna apply it on the first part of my lower lash line, just to give it a pop and to open up my eyes some more. It's a really beautiful shimmery shade, you guys. It looks really great as a inner corner highlighter. You can see how gorgeous it looks, and it instantly lifts up my eye makeup. Just see how gorgeous and beautiful it looks. Now taking a clean blending brush, I'm gonna blend out the edges again and making sure that there are no harsh lines. Just blend it again, back and forth, and blend out all the harsh edges. Here you can see, guys, how the eyeshadow looks on my eyes. Here I am using the Blue Heaven Sketch eyeliner to draw a thin wing. You can draw thick or thin wing as per your choice, but I don't like to apply much thick wing because it doesn't suit my eyes or my face shape. So I'm gonna draw a thin wing eyeliner, and it's a good sketch eyeliner, not something amazing or great or extraordinary, but it does the work. You have to work it a little bit more to draw the wing, because it always doesn't apply the same amount of color you want, and it also not that much jet black, but for everyday purpose or for beginners, it's a good one. Now I'm gonna apply a kajal on my lower waterline and also tightline my upper waterline. It's from elle. It's a thick jet black kajal, a little bit sticky, but it does the work. And I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line using the same dark plummy black shade on a pencil brush, and I'm gonna smoke out my lower waterline really well. Now it's time to groom my eyebrows, and here I'm using the Miss Clear eyebrow cake to fill up my eyebrow. It's a really affordable and amazing eyebrow powder, you guys. I don't like to draw dramatic eyebrows. I mostly go for the natural kind, so it works amazing for me. I don't use that much eyebrow pomade to draw my eyebrows. Now I'm curling my lashes using the Vega eyelash curler. It's really affordable and really amazing. Now with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, one of my favorite mascaras, I'm gonna coat up my lashes, and I only use one coat of mascara because my eyes are quite sensitive and I can't really use too much mascaras, otherwise it gets really watery. But you can see only one coat of it can give such a dramatic effect. I really love this mascara. So here are how my eyes look after completing the whole eye makeup. I'm really loving this look, you guys. Now I'm dusting off the excess powder from my face, and now it's time to apply some lipstick. So here I am applying the Lakme Matte Melt Liquid Lip Color in the shade Rose Love. It's a beautiful soft mauvey pinky color. It's nothing too dramatic or in your face. You can use a bold lip color if you want, but I'm really liking this subtle look that it's giving me. The whole look comes together more uniformly after applying this particular lip color. So you all must give it a try. It's really beautiful. Now I'm applying the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray to set my whole face and just taking a quick little shower in it. So here how I look after finishing off the whole makeup. I hope you really like this video, so don't forget to give a big thumbs up to this video and also subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, and also hit that bell button right beside the subscribe button so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. So bye you guys. Mwah.